to Jessica Javens Talk Season 3. I'm so excited to be recording this episode here with you today from my living room. So welcome to my house as well. And I'm here with a very special guest. Her name is Lissette Munoz. I'm so happy that she's here. She is an absolutely amazing entrepreneur and mother, and she has an incredible health story that you cannot miss. So if you are a woman, you need to watch this until the end and make sure that you share with all women that you know. Lissette is a founder and owner of Seed Superfoods, Brothers Farmers Market, Delicias Veganas, and Raw Beauty. She has built this empire and she is expanding and she's going to be all over. I can't wait for you to hear more about this in just a moment. The reason why Lissette is here today, though, is because of our other special guest, which is Theodore Edwards, also known as Vegan Homeboy from Season 2. So welcome back, Theo.
Thank you for having me, Jessica. I enjoyed the last interview that we did, and I just cannot wait for my homegirl Lissette to share with you about her journey. I'm so excited, and thank you so much, my sister, for allowing me to come back.
Thank you. This is so exciting. So Theo got to know Lissette, and when he heard that story, that hit so hard that he had to bring it forward, and I'm so happy because everybody needs to listen to her story. Theo is an influencer, he's a marketing strategist, and he's a vegan and supporter of local entrepreneurs, which is something that I support too. So thank you so much. Beautiful move. So Lissette, let's start talking about your story because this is the moment. When did you realize that about wellness? Like, how did this all start with your mission? What was the shift?
Well, I had severe pancreatic issues and there was so much food I could not eat. Everything, I kept going from doctor to doctor. Nobody knew what was wrong with me, and ended up with pancreatic insufficiency. I also was fighting pancreatic cancer. And thankfully, due to my father's push of sending me to Peru, they were able to find it. And I was able to get saved through natural healing. As I had my journey to the Andes, I found chocho, which is my protein, which is a superfood. It's no junk, no preservatives, no synthetic stuff from any lab. It is just a pure food that brought me back to life. I was 80 pounds and I had no energy, and having 4 children, it was very hard for me to keep up with not only my businesses, which is Brothers Farmers Market, Raw Beauty, and Delicias Veganas, but also my personal life and my kids. So after finding chocho in Peru and being able to bring myself back to life, putting some muscle on my body and having energy, I decided that there's probably millions of people out there like me. And I thought that this was a good idea to bring it to them and to be able to provide this protein.
That's amazing, Lissette. Now, you said a whole bunch of stuff here, and I have 2 questions for you. The first one is about your pancreatic disease. You mentioned a few things. It touches my heart because I lost a very close family member due to pancreatic cancer. And I am under the impression that it's almost impossible to survive it.
It is. It is almost impossible to survive it. Thankfully, I had my gallbladder removed here in the U.S. because they thought I had gallbladder issues, and they couldn't find what was wrong with me. I kept losing weight up until I was 80 pounds, and thankfully they found a very, very, very small nodule. I feel like God helped me in this journey, and after that, I was left with pancreatic insufficiency. So to this day, I have pancreatic issues. Every single day is a battle for me. If I eat something that's a little bit bad, I will end up back in the hospital.
Oh my gosh, that is insane. And with all of this, of course, you had to get really clean with your eating. And we're going to get back to chocho. But on top of that, you're raising 4 children. Again, this is something to my heart because I have 4 kids. It's like, what? So tell me, how are you doing it?
One day at a time, 1 minute at a time. I actually have 2 sons who have autism. One is nonverbal, so it's very, very tough. It's it's one day at a time with them. And with my girls, thankfully, they don't have any special needs, but they still require their mom to be around.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. What is the biggest challenge that you currently have with having an autistic child?
It's communication with him. We had a scare, for example, about a year ago. He had needed a root canal, and it was bad. He ended up with an abscess because he can't tell me what was wrong with him. So until he couldn't sleep at night 4 days in a row, we finally figured out that that was the issue. So my biggest fear is like maybe an appendicitis or something worse, and he can't tell me.
Wow. That's such a big challenge. I cannot even imagine. That's very difficult. So you became such a resilient and strong woman with everything that you went through. And let's go back now to the chocho. Why chocho? Because there's so many different kinds of proteins and clean food out there. Explain to us a little bit more what it is and why did you choose that?
So when I went to Peru for my natural healing, I was in the Andes and I was introduced to chocho, which is been around for centuries. It actually dates back to the Incas, and it was the Incas protein. So when I was given chocho, which was a very soothing for the digestive system because it doesn't bloat you and it digests very easily, I started eating it every single day. And I started noticing that one, I wasn't throwing up anymore, and two, I had energy. So when I figured this out, I found a way to make it into a powder. And with this powder form, I was like, we should make it into a protein because it has 25 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber, 9 amino acids. This is a whole food that does not have any preservatives and doesn't need to be like processed by a lab. A lot of the proteins out there, not knocking any protein companies out there, are made synthetic in a lab. This is just a whole food that you add to your diet and you can take it every day. Kids can take it. I give it to my sons. I give it to my daughters. And even up to elderly. A lot of the elderly community doesn't intake enough protein because it's too much. So this is like a really nice bridging the gap.
I love that. That's so beautiful. And especially here in this country, sometimes there's a lack of understanding because there's just so much of everything. It's hard for us to kind of get to, to that point. So is there this chocho? What is it? Is it a seed? What kind of?
Chocho is a legume. It's called Lupinus metabilis bean. So it comes from the lupin family, and it's very easily digestible. I also discovered the chocho and loved the chocho and decided to do something with the chocho because my life is very hectic. Not only, granted, I have the umbrella of Brothers Farmers Market and all of my businesses fall under that. I don't have a lot of time. So for me to sit down and have a big meal is not feasible, and I can't eat a lot of foods out there. So this chocho was able to bridge that gap and give me that energy that I needed. So this lupin bean to me became a magical bean.
Wow, that's amazing. And this is something that I believe that a lot of women, probably even more so middle-aged and up, they have a very significant drop of energy. And that could come from many different reasons, but it is in middle age that you're trying to do everything, right? You're trying to thrive in your career, you're raising children or teenager, and you're becoming premenopausal.
Yeah, I was going to say that the hormonal thing is very important for us women, and that, plays a role in it. Because of my pancreatic issues, I became postmenopausal at 37, and I had so many issues. And the chocho, honestly, it's not a magical pill, but it is a superfood that really, really brought me back to life. I tell everybody, my pancreatic issues really set me back, but then chocho really brought me back. So that was my main reason for bringing it here, because I used to consume other types of plant-based protein, but it was nothing like this one.
Wow. So coming from experience and the hardest trial, that's amazing. So is chocho something that is available all around the world?
It is not. It is. It grows in the Andes, in Peru, and it also grows in Ecuador. It grows at a very high altitude, and it requires very little water. So there is chocho protein in the market besides seed. Mikuna Foods has a chocho protein as well. The difference between my protein and theirs is the way it tastes. Our protein has a really nice way of fitting into a lifestyle and not changing the taste or having that like chemical stuff or that chalky taste to it.
I love that. And I went to visit you in one of your supermarkets, which I absolutely loved. And I tried chocho for the first time. And it just went down so amazing. I felt great and I did love the taste. It was actually perfect for my palate. It wasn't too sweet. The way that it had blends in the smoothies that you made, that was absolutely incredible. I love it. And I can't wait to have more. I'm also into, the lifestyle of eating healthy, and that's because of the results that I was able to achieve. And I think that you appreciate that more, especially when we're at this age, raising children, working, and especially if you're an entrepreneur, you have to have a different mindset than an employee, right? So you have to have that huge vision in order for you to succeed and thrive. So what is your mission then right now? Let's discuss and break that down. What is your mission right now with where you are, with what you're creating?
So my mission is to hopefully educate not only the United States, but the whole world about chocho, where it comes from and what it is, and also to get it into everybody's household. It is an item that you can give your children, you can give your parents, your elderly parents who need more protein in their diet. You can take it yourself. It's versatile. It's not just a protein shake. You could put it in your foods. You can make a protein bar out of it. You can eat it with oatmeal, with yogurt. It is an amazing product. And my goal is to just help people like me. When I had my pancreatic issues and I was completely depleted and depressed and basically had no will except for my kids, no will of living except I knew I needed to live because I had kids. This really gave me the energy and the drive to be able to do it.
How did your kids handle the situation when you were at your lowest, Lissette?
I think that they were confused. I think that my sons with autism kind of understood. They just didn't like really process it. Just mommy's sick. And I didn't really tell my girls much, I'll be honest with you. I kept a lot of it inside, just me and my husband. My husband was a huge support. He really held it up for us. He really did. And, afterwards, when I started back getting energy and working at the juice bar at my store again, and people were coming to me and saying, oh, I feel this, I feel that. I kind of became like everybody's personal doctor and was healing people naturally. And they were like, this is just amazing. And the people who have gotten their hands on chocho have tasted it. And not only that, our herbal blends that we have, and our spirulina, our maca, our tokash. We also have a product that's tokash, which is a fermented potato that cures gastritis. People were to this day are like, I come to me like I'm their personal doctor. And I love it because I don't charge for it, which I don't care. But it's more the knowledge that I didn't get. I would go to juice bars or I would go to eat somewhere and I couldn't eat anything because things were hidden in there. Added sugars, sodium, oils, things that I couldn't have, and I would end up sick and back in the hospital. There was a time in my life where for like a year, every 3 weeks I was in the hospital because I ate out and it had a seed oil I couldn't eat, or it had sugar in it and they didn't tell me. I had to end up going to a lot of places, which I won't name names because I don't bash businesses, but I would say, does it have sugar in it? And they would be like, let me find out. No, let me find out. And I'm like, okay, please, because I'll end up in the hospital. And every single time it was yes. So, for example, at Brothers, all of our juices, nothing is made with sugar. Nothing is made with sugar. We don't use seed oils because of what I went through.
That's amazing. some of the food, we got some food there too at the supermarket. We got some raw things, but also we got some that were already prepared. And it was so good. The impression that people, well, I used to have this impression, I don't anymore, is that once you go into that kind of eating, you're losing out, you're missing out. Mm-hmm. You're missing out the flavors, the pleasures, and all that stuff.
Yes.
But once you walk the walk and you actually, have access to it, get the information, it is absolutely the opposite. It's much, much more the opposite. Not only you don't miss the stuff anymore, you are able to be so creative. And I love some of the creation that you've done in your kitchen, in your supermarket. And it's just so delicious and nurturing. And after you eat, you feel amazing. Absolutely amazing, because it's all good. It's all good for you. All amazing stuff.
I had to learn to fuel my body because it needs it, and not eat for pleasure.
Yeah, that's very good.
And I think that's something that I want to let everybody know. This is not just a type of protein shake or a type of supplement that you eat. It's learning how to love your body, love yourself, and fueling your body with natural food. All we need is what Mother Nature gives us.
Yes. So true. So true. I am also on a mission to help people to change that. I've been, especially with women, have so much contact. So many of them have so many different types of inflammation and chronic pain and fatigue, exhaustion, stress, depression. It's just, and it's not only one thing or two anymore. It's like, it's a whole bunch of a set of problems. And basically it's a lifestyle that doesn't support the healthy and the happy and the joyful, you know what I'm saying? And we are what we eat. So it's so important that we continue to educate, especially in this country. I think that's more known now than ever before of how backwards we are with that. And I love this. So I really appreciate that. So if you have to leave here, you said you love to share with the people who come to your supermarket. You love to help them. So you get to have a lot of conversations. What would you say that are the most common problems that they share with you and they come to you with their questions or tips or help? What are the most...
Honestly, the number one is people want to lose weight. That's the number one. Then it's like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart issues, liver issues. They come to me for all those things. And like I was saying, I feel like the biggest thing, a lot of people say to me, you have 4 kids. And I have absolutely no makeup on today, but they say, you have 4 kids. You look so young. You're probably like in your 20s or 30s. And I'm like, no, I'm 43, but it's all what I eat. Honestly, everything that I feel like people compliment me on, it's my nutrition. Even the way I smell, it's my nutrition. It's crazy.
That is true. It affects us in every way. And of course, it affects the mind too. So it's all connected. That's
another thing, sleep. People ask about sleep. And we have a product that's ashwagandha and reishi mushrooms that helps for sleep. So that's another one and hormonal balance. Women are really suffering with hormonal balance. And I don't know if it's all the birth control that we try to take when we're younger or to regulate our cycles, or I don't know exactly or our food, what is causing it, but that's one of the number one issues as well.
Yeah. And eating unhealthy, again, of course, in your case, because you already had an issue, but most of the time it takes years for it to start showing up in the body. So people continue to do it because the consequences are not immediate. You know what I'm saying? And they keep procrastinating, then it catches up to you. So
right. And some of these things are silent killers as well. You don't even know you have it until it's too late. And that's why I thank God every day that although my, issue with my pancreas wasn't deadly, but I'm still left with pancreatic insufficiency due to all the issues that I had. And it was due to the fact that I thought I was healthy. I was not healthy until I got sick. Once I got sick, I realized that I was not eating healthy. That salad that you get at Chili's it's not good for you. Like, you have to eat whole foods. You have to nourish your body. You have to take care of yourself. You have to sleep. There's a lot of things that you have to do in order to be successful. And it's not an overnight thing. It
No.
takes time.
And consistency. That's right. It's a lifestyle change.
And it's easy to do as long as you're consistent.
Thank you.
You will get there.
Yes, it's easy to do once you are consistent. I totally agree. So I wanted to ask Theo, what is your favorite item in her supermarket? I know that's a tough one.
Man, let me tell you. Let me tell you, Lissette has a plethora of raw vegan treats here. I do like the produce because she gets the produce from local farmers. But yes, the produce is awesome. But my main healthy cheat snack, she has a chef that makes raw vegan treats, and she makes this delicious raw vegan key lime pie. It's raw vegan.
Wow.
And let me tell you, so said you will just fall in love. I told the person that owned it, I said, look, you're gonna be my next wife. Okay. But yeah, that's one of my favorite items here. The chocho, of course. And let me tell you about the chocho, Jessica. You know I've been injured at the gym, right? Because of my shoulder injury.
Yes.
Ever since I've been taking the chocho, it has helped my shoulder muscles heal. So now I'm doing light push-ups at home, but the doctor told me that it was going to take probably like 3 to 4 months for me to get back into the gym. I shouldn't put no pressure on it. Me being stubborn, I was like, no, that's not going to happen. Okay. So I started taking the chocho, and prior to that, I was taking it when she gave me a bag, and I had this abundance of energy. It was clean energy. I wasn't bloated. I felt more, my digestive system was, it was easy on my digestive system. I had more energy. My eyesight was clear. And to tell you the truth, the chocho that she has not only cleans your body and heals your body because of my injury, it's healing my muscles. When I took it, Jessica, I felt this spiritual energy take over me. I was taking in more vibes. Because she did. I remember her saying that because it was grown in the mountains of Peru, the energy that those beings were getting was absorbed through the environment, and therefore, since I took it, it was clean. It was coming out through me, and I felt just so good and abundant, and it's changed my life. Because now I really take it as a meal replacement. Sometimes I don't eat when I come home. I take the chocho, 2 tablespoons, boom, I'm done. I don't have to eat. And let me tell you, that chocho is something else. It is fire. I'm sorry to talk too much, but thank you so much.
Thank you. And you know what's interesting?
Yeah.
Lissette's chocho comes from Peru.
Yes.
They do not spray glyphosate like they do in the United States of America. So it's truly clean. There is no residue like everything that grows here. Even organic. You have to be, cautious because it's coming from Peru. And she has a wonderful team over there taking care of that side and making sure that they send it here to her, and that she wants to spread this to the world. And I love it because this is all for the goodness of humanity. So
and we're also supporting indigenous communities in the Andes.
That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. You have so much to share, Lissette, and to impact the world. I want you to feel all of that energy from us and from everybody, and understand your purpose and shine that throughout. And I hope that your kids also can take that forward, because it's a beautiful thing. Get goosebumps just thinking about it. And you are such a huge, huge inspiration. Huge, huge. You mentioned something about the eyes. You know, I just thought.
What's that?
We are the three of us in our 40s. I don't use glasses. My buddy was like, "How are you your age and you don't wear glasses?" He was like so upset because he's been using it for over 10 years, right?
Oh man.
And I tell him, "It's what you eat." He says, "Nah," like he doesn't believe it. I said, "Well, you're missing out."
That's what Healthy Wonders does for you. That's the benefits.
Right. And I think that's taking your nutrition to the next level. Like he said, he felt a different type of energy, and it really is, because when your nutrition is here, you can think clearly. You can do so many other things.
You said that, because I've been trying and been eating, somewhat healthy for years. I've always been into health. But then when you step up and, you step higher, you step up, you realize, oh my gosh, there's another level of this. that
Yes.
you have that experience. So it's absolutely amazing. Lissette, we're about to close. I'm going to ask you one more question. What can our listeners, especially women now, with all of this huge amount of experience that you have, what are the two things that you want them to take out of all of this that they can use right now?
One is I think that we need to take things one day at a time and not be so harsh on yourself. And the other is to take care of yourself. In order to take care of others, you need to take care of yourself. And that starts with your nutrition. And I'm not, here to sell Chocho protein, but try it. Try it. See how you feel. We do sell it all around the US. We do have our website that you can get it from. But I think that you need to love yourself and also fuel your body for what you need for energy, not just going out and intaking 3,000 calories of food that doesn't do anything for you. You can intake 2,000, 3,000 calories of food that is going to help you fuel your body so you can continue your day-to-day activities.
That's beautiful. And yeah, food can actually hurt you or heal you. So it all depends on what you choose. That's awesome. Lissette, how can people follow you, follow your work, and find you?
So we are on Instagram and TikTok. So we have Seed Superfoods, and our website is www.seed-foods.com. And we're also on Amazon, and you can come visit any Brothers Farmers Market if you're in the Florida area, Davie, Sunrise, and West Palm Beach.
Awesome. Awesome. Any last word, Theo?
Oh man, I just want to let y'all know y'all have to come down to farmers market because Lissette supports local farmers. Okay, now in the raw vegan community, that is very, very, very important because I know a lot of people who are on a micronutrient dense raw diet or just a micronutrient diet in general. They always ask the question, where does your food come from? Well, Lissette gets her food mainly from local farmers. Okay, so not only are you supporting Lissette when you come down to Brothers Farmers Market, you are also supporting the community in South Florida as well. So I want to say to all my raw foodies, even if you just want to buy some fresh produce, come down to Brothers Farmers Market and support.
Where your food tastes real.
Yes, it's where your food tastes real. Because I'm gonna get some more of those treats. Because I'm gonna tell you this: the treats that she has, and right now they used to sell them at Whole Foods, but Whole Foods started carrying them. And the chef that I buy them from, I used to buy at least about $45-50 worth of treats a week from her. I mean, that's how delicious those key lime pies are.
Wow.
They are delicious. Yep.
She has amazing things. I do like the variety of produce that I cannot find anywhere else. And my favorite was the mix of sprouts and different legumes.
Yes.
I ate that in 2 meals. It was so good. And it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I'm going to come back to get some more.
And that's a local vendor. He is actually in Boynton Beach.
Wow. That's amazing. Beautiful. Fresh, beautiful produce. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here today. If you're watching this, please make sure that you share it. We have some things for you to do some homework on right now so you can also start feeling your best and investing in you right now before you get sick and then you have to spend more money and taking care
of the pharmacy.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Pharmacy, yes. So comment below. Make sure that you follow Lissette and Vegan Homeboy. They are also on Instagram. And this show is presented by I Am Beast Network and Andre the Beast Creighton. And the products that I have right here are also vegan and also superfoods. And this is what helped me transform my health, which is Purium, the ultimate life transformation. I'll see you on the next show.